My boyfriend invited a traumatized girl from his class to his birthday party, but I told her not to come to avoid drama. Now she's ghosted him and hardly attends class. He blames himself, thinking he said something wrong. Was I wrong to uninvite her? My boyfriend is 28 and I am 27, and we have been together for 8 years and are in a pretty serious relationship. Recently, my boyfriend joined a new course where he is getting extra training to be suitable for a job role he has applied for. He has been talking about this girl, 22, in his class. He says she is quite but kind and has anxiety issues and was talking about an incident where she ended up crying in front of the whole class while presenting. Apparently, after that incident, my boyfriend approached her and offered her help before the next presentation. So since then, they've been working together, and my boyfriend mentions several times that he feels something is wrong with her, as in she would constantly shake, would not sit next to him, would startle really easily. After a while, my boyfriend told me how she finally confided in him. She told him she was SA by her brother when she was young, and when she told her family, they never believed her, so the abuse continued for years until she ran away from home. I felt sorry for her, but I found it weird that she told my boyfriend all that information as if she was trauma dumping. For the next couple of days, my boyfriend became more close to her. He invited her to the house to work there. I admit, she is a beautiful girl. When my boyfriend introduced us, she started being weird and complimented a lot. Like a lot. Saying things like, "You are more beautiful than what he describes, and he is so lucky to have you." I found that very weird from her. 2 weeks ago, we were planning his birthday party, and my boyfriend decided to invite her too. I told him it was a bad idea and that she could end up having a panic attack at the party, which will make everything awkward. He didn't listen, and he invited her. Few days before the party, she calls my boyfriend and I pick up the phone because he was in the shower. She said she called to ask what the dress code was and that she was excited for the party. I told her then that I think it was best she doesn't come and that it will only cause awkwardness if she ends up having a panic attack. I told her that I found it weird that she was getting so close to him and telling him information that normal people would think twice before telling anyone. I told her, which I am not proud of, that just because she was SA doesn't mean she can get away with acting for attention. I admit I was harsh, but she was acting cute and innocent. She apologized and cut the call and didn't come to the party. Now I feel bad because my boyfriend recently told me how she stopped talking to him and that she hardly stays in class anymore. He said he saw her crying that day, and when he approached, she didn't say anything and walked off. He said he is scared he may have done something to upset her. I don't think I did anything wrong. I just think I was harsh, but she needed to know she was crossing her line. I'm more upset that my boyfriend thinks he did something wrong. Best comments. What you did was sneaky and appalling and mean and dishonest and hurtful and selfish and unsympathetic and cold. You went behind his back to disinvite his friend on some pretext. But you don't fool me. You did it out of jealousy. Pure and simple. You wanted to hurt the woman for getting some crumbs of attention from your boyfriend, who you can't bear to share. Well, congratulations, you succeeded. I hope he dumps some sense into you. Appalling is certainly the right word here. If she were older than OP and fat and ugly, OP would probably even try to help her. But she was young and pretty, so she was a rival who had to be removed. But the boyfriend was also wrong to share something the girl told him in confidence to his girlfriend. I understand, he probably didn't think she would use it as a weapon, but this is still a breach of trust. He may have told her that because he didn't want his girlfriends to get jealous about their friendship. Little he knew that sharing that information was the catalyst of the end of their friendship. You are the asshole for being jealous, victim shaming, uninviting your boyfriend's friend without asking him first, and to lying to him. You are so rude and wrong. You sound like a very insecure individual. Everything you said about her proves that there's nothing wrong with her. She needed a friend, and she found someone to confide in. You should have either trusted your boyfriend or talked to him about how you feel. Update number 1, for months and 13 days after the first post. I have ruined my 8-year relationship with my compassionate boyfriend by being petty to one of his friends. I posted on Reddit a couple of months ago and received so much hate. I was rude to one of my boyfriend lady friend who was a victim of SA. I won't go into details, but I was worried my boyfriend will leave me for her because of how nice he was to her. I am not a bad person, but I was called all sorts of names by people. I admitted in the post I was harsh on the girl, but didn't think my post will end up in Am I the Devil forum. I told my boyfriend the truth of why his friend wasn't talking to him, and his reaction broke me. He started crying and saying how I could be so cruel to her and him. He said he was only helping her because his aunt was also a victim who suffered all her life till she decided to stop fighting. He said he could never and would never think of leaving me for another woman because he loved me a lot. I cried with him and told him how sorry I was, and I wanted to apologize to the girl. He said she has left, hasn't come back, and no one knows where she is. He said he tried calling her, but her number comes as invalid. He said he tried asking around, and no one knows where she is. He is afraid for her, and now so am I. I am scared that girl might have done something to herself, and I can't live with that. My boyfriend has since said he wants a break and called me yesterday and told me he wants to break up. He said if after 8-year relationship I can't trust him, then I never can. He told me he was planning to propose me on my 28th birthday, but he thinks there is no point in moving this relationship forward. I am heartbroken and have tried to reason with him and begging him for a second chance. But he said he can't be with me anymore and can't look at me with love. I am heartbroken and shattered. I ruined my relationship, possibly have caused an innocent person to fall in harm, and I can never live with that. I feel guilty and angry at myself for getting my feelings in the way. I wish I could find that girl and apologize, and I wish my boyfriend changes his mind, but both seem unlikely. My mom is trying to console me, but my sis is being harsh and telling me the only one to blame here is me. I don't know who to talk to because I know the reaction will be the same everywhere and everyone will have the same judgment. I wish I could turn around time and change things. Best comments. I have no mercy for the OP. What she did was evil. And it's downright dehumanizing. No sane person would even consider weaponizing someone's trauma like that and then labeling it as a mistake and trying to justify it. OP is a callous piece of shit and goddamn psycho.